even, it's this funny thing that people are often shy or not really sure how to talk about it, but I think everybody wants to be a good sexual partner. Like, whether it's for bragging rights or whatever in the beginning, like with hookup culture, but the point is everybody wants to feel like they've done a good job for their partner and themselves, because it's also the idea, like, if you do, this sounds so, like, if you do a good job, that person's probably going to tell other people, and that actually increases your chances of getting more sexual opportunities and stuff. So even from a very selfish point of view, which exists in hookup culture, it's still like everyone should be aiming for this pleasure gap to be eliminated, because it's better for everybody. It means everybody's having more fun, everyone's feeling better about themselves, everyone's feeling better about the experience already happened. And yeah, part of it too, like I get a little, I think there's a lot of emphasis put on orgasm, and I'm not always sure that that's helpful. It's kind of set up as the be all end all. Like, it's, again, it's that whole cliche, like, was it good for you? It's like, oh yeah, it's fine. And it's like, yeah, but did you come? And it's like, you don't actually care if I came. You're just literally doing this to stoke your ego.
Right.
And so there's this whole weird thing. It's not, it should, to me, it should never be like, did you come? It's like, was that the best? Like, did you have fun? Like, did it feel good? Like, those are the things I think that are, we associate orgasm with those things, but they're not always the same. They're not mutually exclusive. And I think that that is important to acknowledge too.
I think what's really connected to that is pleasure anatomy. Like, really, do you really know how to pleasure women? Do you really know how to pleasure a man? And where do we learn that? We learn that from talking to other people, or from mostly from porn.
Right.
And this is really not a good way to learn sexual education, because it's so fake. It's called framing.
Yeah.
When they frame what they're going to film, they're framing it so that the person who's watching it will get pleasure. Yeah. And it's not real pleasure that's happening.
Right. People, they're actors.
They're actors.
Those people are actors.
Yeah, it's called framing. And you know, that's what we're teaching people. This is what the norm is, and it's not at all. That's why I love becoming Cliterate. It's telling you exactly how women need to be pleasured. As far as the clitoris goes.
Right.
There's other books that are really good with G-spot orgasm, or that, you know, goes a little bit further, but Lori Mintz does such a good job of really telling people where it's at, and she uses studies. She's very scientific. I just love her. I actually saw her at our ASEC conference. I saw her twice, and our group of women,
and what's the ASEC conference?
It's the American Association for Sexual Educators, Counselors, and Therapists. Right. So I saw her in Denver, and I saw her in Las Vegas, and I went to her talks. They were my priority. Yeah. And she was talking about how the sexual gap, how important it is, and how we've got sexual educators and therapists have to stand up for it and make sure women get more pleasure in their lives. Yeah. And we ended up talking in our group, and we missed the next presentation. We stayed together and talked, how can we get the word out into the world? Yeah. And so you'll hear me talk a lot about this, because it's something that I am so passionate about. I really want women to have more fun, and men want women to have more fun. And men get high on watching women have fun. Like all of the retreats that I've done and workshops, the priority for men is to make sure that women have fun. And of course, they want women to learn how to give them really great oral pleasure, etc. Lingam massages and all those things that I've taught. So that's important also. But you know, I just want to shout it from the rooftop that this is so important for us to learn how women can enjoy and have more pleasure and reach orgasm, a real one.